Well, today we'll look at the last part of Chapter 2 in Workplace and Apprenticeship 20. And the last type of graph that we're going to look at is called a circle graph. And you've seen these before. They give a representation of data by putting them into pies, essentially, and the largest pie is the most. So even if you look at these numbers that are on the page right now, which are the amount of time that Aurelia spends on different activities, the biggest pieces of that pie in her day are sleep and school. So we already know ahead of time that the largest portions of the pie, which are sleep and school, take up the same percentage. How do we figure out that percent, and how do we make that into a circle graph is the question. There are two steps to it that we need to look at, and the first is on the right or the left-hand side, pardon me, and that is figuring out the percentage of each. So you'll notice that for sleep, 7 hours is 7 out of 24 hours in the day. Multiply that by 100 and we get 29%. Similarly with homework and relaxation, 1.5 hours. 1.5 out of 24 times 100, it's like you get 1.5 out of 24 on a test. That's only 6%. And when you figure out all the percentages, they will add to 100%. So 29 times 2, because that's sleep and school, is 58. 58 and 17 is 75. 75 plus 6 is 81. And another one, because that's relaxation as well, is should be 92. And then 100%. Somewhere I've made a mistake or I've missed one. Oh, I missed the job. Sorry. I missed that one. But either way, they add to 100%. The next thing that we have to do is we have to convert them to degrees. So 29%, you can see, is over here now. 29% of 360 degrees is approximately 104 degrees. And 17% of 360 is approximately 61 degrees. We always want to round to the nearest degree. Once again, similar to that the hours have to add to 24 hours, the degrees have to add to 360 degrees to make a full circle. Then you draw a straight line and you measure angles using your protractor. And if you're not sure how to do that when you get there, just ask me and I will be glad to guide you through that. Please note that there's a key on the side that tells us where the what areas go with which color. Sometimes we use colors, sometimes we don't. And it's very neatly done, labeling the percentages on the circle and having a nice title as well. And those are some of the things that I'll be looking for. You're also going to be asked to interpret your circle graphs. So in this case, these graphs refer to the marmot population and comparing adults to juveniles or young marmots. And you can see that in 1998 there are less adults than there was in 1979. And this question is, well, what percentage would you say was composed of adults? And how would you figure that out? How would you estimate that? And what you could do is figure out, well, what's the measure of these angles? Because those would be a percent of 360 degrees. Or you could also draw a grid on top of that and start estimating. So I know that these lines would meet at 90 degrees. So the blue part is definitely more than 90 plus 90 plus 90, which is 270. Halfway down the middle here is 45, so it's about 20 degrees there. So the blue part, if this is 20 degrees there, 20 plus 270 is 290 degrees total for the blue. Subtract that from 360, the green must be about 70 degrees. And that would be one way to estimate it. So today, you're going to make circle graphs and interpret circle graphs, and you're done Chapter 2. Don't forget to write down your definitions. There's also the practice your skills, which is your review assignment. Once you get that mastered, you're ready to ace the test. Let me know when you want the test. Otherwise, that's it for today. Done. Chapter 2, on to Chapter 3 soon.